In a quaint little town in the northern Free State of South Africa, we stumble upon the sad remains of a historic train station. This morning was a particularly freezing one. Don't let the sunshine fool you. The winter temperatures in Parys often dip well below what is considered comfortable. And this morning we had to wear 2 jackets just to function. This and numerous other train stations are a silent witness to a bygone era of innovation and perseverance, now left abandoned and forgotten in today's fast-paced world marred by disposability. So join Rogue and Sinister as we brave the crisp weather on this exploration to discover what remains of a train station that dates back to 1905. We have visited a few train stations in the past, but this one seemed to be in a particularly advanced state of decay, and against a winter backdrop it felt downright apocalyptic.
What's up guys, Rogue and Sinister here, as always out exploring abandoned places, and today is a particularly cold one here in the northern Free State. And we came across this station in a town called Parys. It's a very small town, very small community, and unfortunately the station has been long since abandoned. Apparently somebody tried to renovate and never worked out.
Well, they did. Apparently they renovated, like you can see it's nearly painted, so they did renovate it and used it for a while, but apparently the people that owned the property said no, they wanted the property back, and hence left it like abandoned. So
yeah, so as you can see, we'll do a bit of a walkthrough, but it's in a very poor condition. As with most train stations in the country, Transnet no longer maintains these properties, and it falls in disrepair. Nature starts to reclaim. This is one of the worst ones we've seen yet. A lot of people come here dumping their building and gardening rubbish. There's also a bit of a poorer community behind the station, so it becomes a walkthrough for vagrants and people that uses drugs and stuff like that. So we're going to try and avoid those kind of people today. I think it's too cold for them to be here anyway. So
it's almost too cold for us to be here.
Yeah, it is almost. Yeah, so we're going to just do a short one. There's not much to see, but we still want to just capture and document what is left behind. I don't think this place will stand for much longer.
No.
Yeah, I think let's step in before the cold catches us. And yeah, let's go see what's
awesome.
Left behind.
Perfect.
Thanks, Sinister.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Rogue.
This location gave off some mixed signals. The general state screamed years of decay. However, the paint on the walls looked relatively recent. This was telling a story of renovation and then sudden abandonment.
Yeah, guys, as you can see, walking up these steps, a lot of rubbish and rubble lying around. Unfortunately, vagrants and looters and scrappers within this community has actually completely destroyed a very historic building dating back to 1930. Yeah, and it's a particularly cold day, and with most of these old buildings there's fireplaces in every office. You can see there used to be a fireplace here. Not a big one, just big enough for the space that it needs to warm up. You can see the chimney going up. For some reason the chimney is always, seems to be the last thing standing. You see some pencil sketches on the walls. I don't know if you can call this graffiti. We were here with a friend that we have in the police force that said that somebody within the community came here and they made pencil sketches on the walls, like historic sketches. Like we said, not much left of this building, unfortunately. I'll give you a bit of a shot of the water tower. Strange enough, the water tower that you see there looks like a quarter of the size of the normal water towers. It's normally much bigger. This one seems to be a little bit on the smaller side.
It is hard to believe that this was a once industrious station, now stripped of almost all clues of what it once looked like.
Like I said, not much left of this place. Again, another fireplace, as mentioned earlier. The chimney going up. So the one we showed earlier is just on the other side of this wall. So two chimneys using the one, outlet. This could have been like a little filing room or whatever. There's no piping, so it couldn't have been a toilet or anything. Again, some of these pencil sketches left behind by a local artist. Unfortunately, pencil sketches don't last in the weather. So, pity. You can see this one as well already being washed away by the rain and the weather elements.
Right guys, this is basically the platform side of the train station where trains would have stopped, embarked and disembarked. Obviously these would have been ticket sales, like you can imagine, but you'll see there's not a lot left. It's been ransacked. The Twira community that stays on the other side literally comes and ransacks precious metals like iron, zinc, copper that they obviously use. It's a wonder that the train station tracks are still intact, but literally on that side you'll see that there's lower income communities that use this as a pathway through from where they live to town. You can also see right about there is a house that was demolished, so they use that for the bricks. But this was the main railway line. It was kind of a dead end stop. If you go to the right, you would go to Vredefort. It's the dome of humankind. If you go to your left, these tracks would then go towards Dover, which would then go towards Sasolburg, Meyerton, and then obviously the bigger Joburg areas. But from here, this is pretty much the last station other than Vredefort that you would have stopped at and would have been able to get off. So it's a fairly smallish station, and it's a dead end station. But like Rogue said, it's been abandoned for many years.
Guys, so as we step out of what remains of this main building, you see to all the station buildings opposite the tracks. That would have been for the loading bays, which have also been removed. The foundation still lies to the left of the smaller building. They would have been like
corrugated iron buildings, I would say, and then those are normally stolen, recycled or scrapped by the poorer communities, so they are always the first to go. We're going to just jump down here and see it's a bit of a step down. These two buildings are all that remain of the cargo management side of the station, sitting on a platform that once housed the warehouse and cranes used to load the cargo. This is a water supply point, fed from the water towers shown a minute ago. This was the lifeline for the steam locomotives. So for the trains, they fill up with water every so often, and this would have been place to do it. As you roll into the station, so
yeah guys, I don't think there's much more to see. Unfortunately, this station is in quite a bad shape, and yeah, I think we're gonna do what we can do with the drone footage, just see what it looks like from the air. Yes, Sinister. I thought you were gone.
I was trying to soak up the sun, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I think we've had enough cold weather for this one. So let's get the drone in the air and take a few B-roll shots and some photos for Instagram. And then we guys, you know, we're going to call it a day. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Rogue.
Cheers, guys. Thanks, Sinister.
The railway lines into Parys have been laid in 1905, and the main station building was built and officially opened in 1930. Other than being a connecting station between Dover and Vredefort, the Parys station was a main loading station for granite blocks sourced from the surrounding quarries in this area. Today, unfortunately, not many clues are left of its glorious past. Maybe we're just averse to change, but as we get older, it gets tougher to say goodbye to the past, and somehow we never seem to fit in with the new. It is exactly this flaw that keeps taking us to these long forgotten places, perhaps to feel that connection in the gap left between what was and what is. But ultimately, this is why we do this. Rogue and Sinister visit these places to document them before they completely disappear. Also to honor the memory of the people and the places that once was. If you wish to support the Rogue Urbex initiative to continue documenting abandoned and forgotten places, please subscribe, like, comment and share. We'll see you in our next episode.
Wherever I go, there's a chain. My own shackles drive me insane. Let your body